Hey, this will be a video chart on GDHI, Golden Dragon Holdings Incorporated. I'm going to use a weekly chart mainly for this one just because it'll give us a better idea so we don't have to go and do something like this where the chart's all scrunched up. Um, but as you can see, the chart's been on fire the past 3 days. Today we finally had some pullback, um, but you can't really see any support levels at this level, nor can you see any resistance levels. So this kind of time frame right now is pretty worthless unless I really want to scrunch up the chart. But by going to the weekly chart, it'll allow us to work a little bit better in terms of having a little bit more spacing to work with. So clearly, you can see today huge volume. One day in this week is already half of what it did all of last week. So there's still plenty of interest on the stock and so forth. But today you got a candle with some pullback, so clearly there was some profit taking and so forth. You're still above quite a bit of your support levels, which is always a good thing. So I kind of want to get those mapped out, and that way people can have an idea of support levels, and then go over a few resistance levels also. So the first area of support that I want to point out is based on some highs and lows from let me get this extended out. There we go. Okay, this is being difficult here. Let's try this one more time. There we go. We had a close back here in 119 of 09, so basically a year ago. Then we had a high, so we had some price action here. Then we had a low. So this was a previous resistance that was obviously shattered today, and with the close above it, this is one of our support levels now. This level being at 0.0029. So that is one of our support levels. The next level, and this is kind of one of the more key levels, is going to be where it gapped up from here. So we can give it about 5 days to see if it wants to close the gap or so. But the gap fill would be the next support level. Does it have to fill the gap before it moves up? No, it doesn't have to. Nothing has to happen. Will it? I have no idea, but I know there's always talk out there about, well, the gap has to fill before it moves back up. That's one of the false things that a lot of people think. Nothing has to happen. Could it happen? Sure, but does it has to happen in order for the price to keep going up? Absolutely not. That's just that's kind of ignorant to think that, because why would the price have to come down here before it can go back up? So will it? It could. I'm not saying it won't, but does it have to? No, it doesn't have to. But this is going to be a key area of support, which is at 0.0023, and then kind of the must hold, as I'll call it. And where if this gap fill, if this isn't the bottom and it continues going down, the next level of support is going to be right around this area here. Needs to drop down a little bit more, but you can see we have quite a bit of history, price history, that is right around this area. You can see all sorts of highs, a bunch of them here. A couple more right there. So this level's got a lot of price history, and this was a key break last week. This level being right at 0.0018. So what I'm going to do is make this one extra thick, just to represent that this is more of an important support level. And thing to remember is, if the price does come down here, there should be no reason why this level doesn't hold. This is why I call this a must-hold level. People should be, chomping at the bit to try to get shares down there, if it even goes down there. Who knows? It could just pull one of these maneuvers where it pulls down, hovers around this area before heading back up. I don't know, but these are going to be the three support areas, 0.0018 being the most significant of the three. Now jumping to the other side of the coin, where are the resistance levels? First resistance level, pretty easy to point out just based on today's action, where the price finally peaked out right up here at 0.004. And then after 0.004, you can see another pretty big percentage move, as the next support level is not up until this area up here, which is at 0.005. So sure, it's only 0.001, but when you put that in percentage terms, that's still a nice little move there. So I'm not going to go any further than that, one step at a time. But get through 0.004, and the price can move pretty darn quickly up to 0.005, as that's where the next resistance level is at. So hopefully this volume stays strong. Obviously the higher the volume, the more interest and so forth that remains on the stock. But after the past week and move upward, not surprised really to see a red day. People want to make some profits and lock those in. And with anything, pullbacks are not bad as long as support areas hold. So if it does pull back, more this week, nothing to panic about. Just make sure this important support levels do hold strong. If you have any other questions on the chart, please shoot me a message. I'd also encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll get a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. And best part is it's all free, so it's worth at least signing up and checking out. One more time, this was GDHI. Thanks for listening.